Check it. 1, 2, 3. Your boy is not gonna go green screen tonight. I just couldn't. It's just too hot. Last time I went green screen, your boy was in this bad boy like a piece of bologna over a hot fire. What's going on, good people? It's your boy gave me that. Let me see if I can squeeze this in. I think I'm already squeezed in as far as it's gonna go. But that's all right though. That's good. How y'all doing, good people? It's your boy Gamey Dad. Welcome. I've been doing some rearranging here in the Bat Cave. The Bat Cave is real small, but I've been working. So I took some advice from GT, and I had to make me an area where I can be more productive. And that was the issue over the last probably about 4 or 5 months. I switched it from where it was 4 or 5 months ago, and I still wasn't productive. But I think this setup now gets me in a position where I can be productive. But I got to get some things out of here. I got to pack some things up. I got to get some things away. You know, it's one of those things. But I'm probably about 75% done. Yeah, but if I can get I'm just always done with probably my 3/4 of it. This is the issue. Once I get this is gonna be my hard part. But once I get this 3/4, then I'll be in a position where I could just attack this day by day, and then I'll have some more free space. Your boy got some new glasses. I don't know how they look on screen. I went to the doctor and they was like, brother, you can't see right here. I was like, yeah, I've been saying that for a long time. But they made it happen. So my glasses came in. I don't quite like them. They had to order me some new lenses because of the fact that I have to wear bifocals because it's my up close vision that's my issue, and so and where it transfers at is off. It's like it's too high, so they gotta bring it down so it'll be when I'm reading I could be like this here and I can read, it'd be great, but it's messing with my far vision, so it's good. So you look very, very small. That's because my screen portion is really tiny. And that's all you need. You just need a little tiny screen of me. As long as you get my voice, everything else will be great. Steve M in the building. What's going on, Dave Dub? D1 helped me out earlier with my audio issues. Appreciate you, my brother. Steve M on the board. GD is on the board tonight. Let me go ahead and go back up front. It says D1 was like, yo, the music is all jacked up and there's some white noise in the background. Sounds like the music is doubled too. Yeah, but D1 helped me. I'm scooting. D1 helped me out. So I'm scooting down here to my boy Mutant Gaming. What's going on, Mute? How you doing today, brother? How's work? Making them yummy pieces over there at Little Caesars. Dave Dub says, I'm watching a movie currently with my brother and my dad called, it said, what's that? Sisu? But I'll join the stream after it's done, probably in like an hour. You gotta let me know how that movie was and where you watching it at. That's clear. Are you in the theater? Are you in the home? What's going on? Steve M said, it is hot in Georgia too. Man, it is cooking right now. I mean, it ain't that bad right now. It's like 81, but it was like probably 90 degrees. We just had a thunderstorm kind of roll through here, so it's starting to cool off. But before the thunderstorm, but it was like the heat was on. The heat is on. D1 says, like the stream, good people. Yes, sir. I think I might have said that too. I said that early in the show. Yeah, hook your boy up, hit that like button, man. I really, 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 really appreciate it. It's Mute says, Gaming Dad, my P2 Cruiser, it was still wanted to crank up and run after being totaled. Man, yeah, man, that was a pretty pictures you sent, man. Was you should be thanking God every day. He let you be blessed, let you ride through that safely, man. So I'm glad you was able to get through there with no issues. So that was definitely a blessing. D1 said, yeah, if you mirror the desktop, it does look small. Yeah, you know what? I typically, you know, I mean, you know how I do. I can stretch this out a little bit, but I don't want to stretch it too big. All right, that's about big as I'm gonna go, cause I don't want to get too big. But you can see, you know, I said things is coming together, man. Things are coming together. It was worse than this probably about, I don't know, maybe about an hour ago. An hour ago it was pretty bad. But I got a new video dropping tomorrow, man. I recorded my experience going to get Final Fantasy 17 that I have not opened, but hopefully tonight, if my wife will let me, I'll go ahead and get it in. And my first noob playthrough, because you know I've played Final Fantasy, but I've never ever really played Final Fantasy. So this is my first introduction to Final Fantasy. So I'm gonna get it in, try to play a little bit tonight, record some. So feel free, not tonight. Well, no, maybe tonight after the stream. So if you guys are up and about, man, come check me out, man. Crack a couple jokes, help me through what I need to get through, and we'll take it from there. All right. Let's see. You said it feels amazing in Georgia. The heat feels good for man. F you and them heat. This heat is, I can't stand the heat. Man, give me the north all day, every day. I need to transfer. Cause you know what, man? One thing about the north, man. When it's really, really hot, and then you know when it's done being hot and it's about to taper off, that's the man, that spring and fall is the best times of the year for weather. For right now, buddy, I can't stand the heat. But it says, then again, I was one of the kids that wore, yeah, you wore a jacket every day. So, you know, yeah, that was you. Steve says, I was mowing the lawn at 7 a.m. and it was still hot and humid. Ooh, listen, thank God I got kids for that. I pay my kids to get the lawn. I said, man, I can't. Just can't do it. I just can't do it. You says American Insurance will blame me since, well, I'm 20 and I hit a company truck. They don't want any company smoke or anything, so they'll just blame me and got it over with. Listen, did they give you a ticket? That's the question. If the law enforcement didn't give you a ticket, you should be all right. Let me see, readjust my mic. Man, listen, I got the fan on in the back behind me, man, and it ain't doing nothing. Not a thing. So your boy might be, right now I'm not sweating on top of my head, but I feel like it's coming. Let's see. Currently, man, we have 6 people on the Wheels of Steel tonight. D1 says, nah, man. I'm from Alaska. I'm sweating my A off down here right now, but I'll take it over cold any day. If you're familiar with -20 below, yeah, listen, I've had some of them winters. I would prefer to deal with the 20 below because I know I can go inside to get warm. It's hard to go inside sometimes and cool off. The process is longer. He said, nah, man. Nick said, not even a ticket from law enforcement, but she didn't even use her blinker and came to an instant stop and turned. Oh, so you hit her from the back? Oh, that sounds so disgusting. So your car rear-ended hers. Boy, I tell you. Basil YT in the building. UK, baby. Good day, mate. 24/7 YT. That old Master P joint. Make him say, the 9. All right, let's see. All right, well, you listen, good people. Listen, I wonder how it would look. I don't know how this is gonna look. Let me see. If it looks stupid, I'm gonna come off of it. Yeah, I'm not. Let's see. What's that green over there? Oh, I forgot that light is on. That's what it is. I got a green light that's on. Oh, let's build it with Smith. This is from last week. All right, good people. Listen, we're gonna get into some news this evening, but definitely, man. You know, the internet has been going crazy over this Switch 2 and some of these rumors. Now, some of them, like I heard two more today on Switch Force. I was like, even though they sound so far fetched, they sound like, you know what, they could be like legit. You know, he kind of blew him off. He said it was, you know, he was his mind. He was thinking like, no, but man, how it was presented, I was like, maybe, man. So the news articles I saw the day before here, one was about the one. I don't know, you remember that story about that one guy they called him like the grandfather, uncle, no, Uncle Leaker or something like that. He was the one that was leaking all like he worked in the factory or something. He was leaking out of the Nintendo Switch like light information, things of that nature. And you know, they kind of like find out who he was and kind of like banned his account. But you know what? I guess through another account, he's saying that, you know, the Switch 2 is in production. You know what? I can believe that. And you know what? Also, you know what? It's just so much going on. And so then the story, the other story he had today was the one about the guy coming through the airport, and this guy who posted this comment on 4chan. Of course, you know it's 4chan, and he posted that a guy came through the and his metal briefcase set the alarm off, so he asked to be taken in the back to expose what was in it. And so when they took him in the back to expose what was in it, they found that it was like some new kind of controller, a new kind of system, and the guy had Nintendo business card. And so I guess the unique thing about this particular the controller was that the L button were now like wheels. It was like, you know, like this back button here, you know, your these fingers go here go. They were like wheels. So I mean, I don't know how legit that is, and so it could be, because you know Nintendo, you know they have never came out with like the exact same system. The only, I mean, like the DS to the 3DS had just that smidget of difference, and then like, you know, the difference between the NES and Super NES was its power, you know. And so, hey, Geeky, SOC in the building. My bad, I was running my mouth. Get y'all on. I about to put hey on. Okay, but it's a Geeky. Check SOC. Just from that alone, you could make the argument that I wouldn't say an announcement is coming, but if it's in production right now, then it's a good if to me, if that story, that's the story they probably treat me the second most of all the ones. But that story kind of intrigues me because if it is true, then it's a good chance that bad boy's launching this year, because that like needs really about a 4 to 5 month runoff to kind of put them in a position to kind of get things out. So I think between now and between now and September, man, it's gonna be interesting how much get out there. What's going on, T Turner? What's going on with you, man? Let me get you on the board. Welcome, man, to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. You know what? I got you. Oh, matter of fact, I don't even got the board up. Let me switch. I'm gonna switch back down to the board. So, I got you on this board, man. We give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night, man. And it's by you coming on tonight, man, and saying, "Yo, you just entered yourself to win one, man." I appreciate you, man. You got a pretty chill community over here, man. We are really fun loving and really got ourselves together, man. And other content creators right along in the stream, man. So we welcome you, man. Show old boy some love in the chat. We'll really appreciate it. T Turner. I would call you Timmy Turner. I used to give people nicknames so that don't bother you. Your name gonna be T Turner. T Turner. I put the Turner. That was your name. My bad. Let me fix that. All right, got you. Retrospect Jay in the building, man. What's going on with you? I always say retrospect and it's retrospective. My bad, my brother. But retrospect, this sounds so much more powerful. Retrospect. Put some respect on my name. All right, but so right now we just got into the conversation dealing with a lot of the news dealing with the Nintendo Switch 2 rumors. And so I can definitely foresee that being the gimmick that Nintendo is going to switch it. That's going to be the main difference. It's probably going to be that controller. What's going on, Builder with Smith in the building? You know what? Let me see if I can find that. Is it here? Remember? I don't know if y'all remember. Remember this patent here. Remember this patent here? Now this patent was what this was like. This was 3 years ago. And remember you see how the difference in that Joy-Con is? I can definitely see them you see what number 39 is? Number 39 is up like by the top of the controller. It's where that second control button is. I just remember that, I mean, that can definitely be a pace where it was like maybe it's a button, but maybe the whole thing's a button, but it has a little wheel on top. I mean, I can see Nintendo doing something just like that to kind of make it different. I don't know. I'm definitely even more curious than ever now. And I think, you know what, I get onto Switch Force a lot because he do a lot of clip baiting. That's my issue with him. However, he did make a very good point. He said a lot of people are focusing in on power, but not really focusing on the uniqueness of the system. What's going to make the system unique and different than anything else? And I think, you know what? And I think that's probably going to be the key. I think that's probably going to get more and more of detail. I still believe that it could launch this year. I just don't. I mean, it's so this is part of the year, like, you can't really, Nintendo has not really been predictable, except, like, hey, you know what, the last couple console announcements came within this, at this July bracket. I think the OLED was announced in July. I think Switch Lite might have even been announced in July. So, and Nintendo, you know what? And if Jeff Grubb, remember the story of Jeff Grubb saying that, hey, he heard, but this was before the Direct, he heard rumblings of some form of event happening in July. And so it could been like, hey, it was a Direct he was hearing about, or it could have been like, hey, you know what, this could be something big, I can see it because Nintendo wouldn't have to do nothing. They just have to say, you know what, all right, boom, and just drop it on us. Drop this and drop a price cut for the original Switch. That's all they need. Cut that original Switch by $50. Announce this bad boy here, and then say, hey, we're dropping it in November or whatever day that Mario game come out. Was it October 20th? They can drop it on that day and then set it on fire. My bad. Let me. I know I've been. Let me get some comments real quick. Let me go back a little bit. Steve M says, "Don't forget to open up and clean your PS5." Yes, listen. Hey, I saw one video, man. His old boy stuff shut down. Matter of fact, John Samurai, his stuff shut down. He showed me a video of his stuff just shut down on him. So you know what? Yeah, listen. I don't think mine is too dirty, but I'm gonna play it. If it shut down, then it is what it is. Then I'll have that video if it shut down, and Sony had to do something about that. Oh man, that's crazy. Yo, SOC in the building. Steve M says, if Nintendo announces a Switch 2 this month, then I'll drink a Grimace shake. Has anybody tried the Grimace shake? I need to know. I just want to know how it is. Geeky in the building. Hey, Geeky. D1 said the ZL or ZR is going to be the wheels. That's weird for sure. I got a feeling like it's gonna be like the controller and then the wheel in the controller. So I think like if you push down on that button, it's still like a whole button. But you know what? You can also simultaneously push the wheel, move the wheel side to side, because that wheel will be stationary with the button. So you can still get your click on like if you're playing a regular game, but that wheel action will be there to be able to help you navigate. And just imagine you better use that bad boy to, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like make slight adjustments. Just imagine having your scope on and you making slight adjustments with that's crazy. That is crazy. Geeky said, did I miss the Switch 2 combo? I haven't heard any other rumors. What's being said? You know what? So the only two things that I heard that was new today, I check out Switch Force. Shout out to Switch Force. He had two additional stories, and it kind of came from Fortran. But you know what? He kind of dismissed them. But I could see how this is possible. You know, especially the one with the guy coming through TSA. You know, I mean, I've had my stuff pulled to the side at TSA and had to go through because I had some electronics. So I can see that happening. So just to recap that story, a guy came through the TSA line, and he had a metal case that set the alarm off, whatever. And so they asked to open it up. The guy that was there asked to go to the back and open it up. So he went to the back and opened it up because he told him, hey, I have a new console prototype that I just don't want to release out here in the public. So he went in the back, and the guy reported that it was wheels on this particular controller. And so from there, the guy who posted the picture, he also came back later and posted his ID from TSA. So showing like, hey, I really work for TSA. I ain't just blowing it off. You know, I really work there. So that was one that I think that could be like legit. Now, of course, earlier, you know, I know if everybody's heard about the Inweeble. His let's see if I find. I don't know if I want to dig into trying to find his story. Matter of fact, let me do that. Let me do that. Let's go. Let's see. Yes, right. Your boy. Hit like on my own tweet. All right. Let's go. Inweeble. Is it Inweedle? I think it's maybe Inweedle. Let's see. I forgot it's in Spanish. That's right. So this story here was the story that kind of set it off. You know, of course, he was saying that, hey, you know what? There's deaf kids over in whatever country. I forgot what country it was. I think it was Spain. And one of the only companies over in Spain is to get Mercury. Is it Mercury Steam or the guys who made Metroid Dread? You know, with the only companies, you know, that came up in the discussion. So now, and so from there, people are saying, I don't think this is true either, but people are saying that more deaf kids out. An announcement is imminent. I don't know how true that is, but what it does, it gives you kind of an idea that if this is to be true, then something is probably coming a lot sooner than later. Now, imminent, I don't know. I mean, this month, I'm not putting my money on that. Would I take it this month? I think we all would. I'm just saying. All right, let's see. T Turner say, yo, new to the chat. Show T Turner some love. Retrospect J in the building. Build it with Smith. Steve says scroll reel on computer mouse mess with my tendonitis too much. If Nintendo does something like that, I won't be able to use it. First of all, I hope that's not true because you know, you my boy Steve, and we want you to play. But they said that they were using Pro controllers with the dev kit. So, because I guess the big thing could be Nintendo's new controller. Nintendo didn't want nobody to know, what's going on with this controller. So, that's gonna be interesting. Very, very interesting. Ruben says hello to everyone. Get Ruben on the chat and get Ruben on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Come back out of here. Boom. Ruben in the building. Has any of you guys been enjoying some of the wonderful fireworks extravaganzas? I have not. I've been enjoying the back of my eyelids. Steve M says, speaking of TSA, are you traveling to PAX West this year? I am really, really considering it. Just even though I have not got confirmation for my tickets for Nintendo Live, I'm definitely we're thinking about it right now. So the short answer is probably so. The only thing that would derail me going to PAX West is Nintendo saying, "Hey, you know what? We dropping this Switch in November." So then that would force those funds to go, because I'm going, if they release a Switch this year or even next year, I'm going to New York to get in line. I'm going. My daughter's with me. I know my son will go with me. My oldest son, he said he'd think about it. He would have the money to meet me out there. But my other kids, I would have to pay. But I think we would go. I ain't gonna lie, I think we would make it a family trip and we would be out there and their dad would be the one in line while they enjoy the rest of the city. Supersonic Mockingjay, let me get you on the board, buddy. It says, so I like my Switch Lite. I don't see a need to change to a new Switch for a while, except with still some lifetime in the Switch during the transition. You know what? I don't know, man. I mean, I'm glad you got that kind of willpower. I just don't, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I always said it before, man. I'm a new hardware addict. It don't matter, man. I be on it. Like, it is hard to get away from. I be seeing, I figure out some way where I need it. Especially when it comes to cameras, man. Cameras, I'm bad. Bad. I'm bad with cameras. But I'm glad you got that stamina, brother. But your boy does not. D1 says that design from the TSA looks like an extended Joy-Con with a bent at the top for the economics. So, okay, so this is my issue. This is the thing that kind of like, oh, if that design was right, you know what? Wouldn't that like kind of fit to like a design where you have a clamshell? Wouldn't this not feel right to have a screen come up to kind of give you balance and have a screen down here? Like a Switch 2S or 2DS Switch? I don't know. It is, and like if you close it, you clamp it together, and it's two shit. Man, listen, sign me up, Nintendo. What a camera at? Nintendo, sign a brother up. I'll be all about that. All about that. That just be, oh man, that just right up my alley. Cause I really like, to be honest, like to me, like the DS was like one of the coolest, most convenient gaming systems. Like that. Like right now, I still have my 3DS on the charge over there. Like, you know, even though I haven't played it. I mean, in 2023, I have not played it. But I mean, I look at that bad boy. I now and then I pick it up. Like, man, the design of it was great. The thumbsticks was, you know, could have been better. Steve M said the TSA agent could get in trouble with Nintendo if that's true. I don't know how though. I mean, you know what? When you come through, man, you just, you know, I'm at work. He probably get in trouble at his job because you probably shouldn't be releasing that kind of information. But I don't think Nintendo could do nothing to him. It says that definitely should not share their name. Right. See, to me, that's the dumb part. It's like, why would you post your ID? It's like, say what you got to say. If people believe you, they believe you. They don't, they don't. At the end of the day, you will find out if it's true or not. It's just in general that can be a security issue. Yeah, that I don't think that was a smart thing he could have did with the ID, but Supersonic Mockingjay says turning. He says tomorrow I'm turning 25. Man, happy birthday, bro, brother. 25 was some great years for me, man. I only had one kid. I just play as Alpha, buddy. It was real nice. Real nice. But kids, you know, I get like, give you a look. Give Supersonic Mockingjay a little love. South Park Kenny, man. Why you spamming me? SOC, man, if you in the building, man, please give South Park Kenny a little time. That's serious, my brother. You don't gotta smile. Not this chat, man. Listen, the majority of people in here is pretty grown, man. We don't do all that little kitty stuff. Geeky says, so people are thinking announcement soon and release next year. Release is not, it's announcement. People are the guy, how can I say it? I think the guy Nebo, what is the guy that showed on Twitch? I guess he's saying he sparked really the conversation, said it could be announcement imminent, you know, and so I don't know how July came into the picture, but I think, you know, people tied in July because Jeff Grubb before the last direct said that he heard of an Nintendo announcement happening this month, or some form of Nintendo announcement. He didn't know what it was. He just heard that something's happening in July. And so you take that, if everything, to say for instance, everything was true. We take the other story we got from Switch Force today about the guy who the former leaker that got his account banned by Nintendo, that used to work at one of the factories, got word that Nintendo Switch 2 is in full production. If that is true, right? If everything today is true, then you will see an announcement sooner than later, because if they're starting this early to kind of usually they need about 3 to 4 months head start to kind of get things rolling. So if it's in full production now, what's this? July, August, September, October. You know, October will be ideal. October 20th will be like really good. You launch it right next to that Mario game, and then you off to run it. It's a stupid question. Will the new controllers have drift? I doubt it. Nintendo's probably spent, you know, a nice little piece of money in courts kind of defending those class action lawsuits. So they're not trying to give away money. And I don't think it hurt the brand by any stretch of imagination, but it didn't make the brand look good either. Steve M says, if you buy tickets to PAX, thank you for the hearts. Whoever dropped the hearts off to me, I appreciate you. So if you buy tickets for PAX prior to Friday, you can enter another raffle for Nintendo Live. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, that's huge. Oh, I gotta have a conversation with the family, man. Thanks for the hearts, man. Whoever hooking me up, man. I can't see who it is, but hopefully as I scroll down, I catch who you are. D1 says, I saw a news headline saying that some U.S. states are trying to ban fireworks for health hazards, and France has already replaced them with drones or laser shows. Wow. Well, you know what? Listen, in the North, man, it's probably crazy. So, Soft Park Kenny, man, what's going on with you, man? Listen, I'm dropping though. I have a Nintendo. But you know what? Listen, I'm gonna treat you right on here, man. Listen, right now you're currently looking at our wheel, South Park Kenny, and we give out our free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. So I'm gonna put you on the board, man. But man, you can't be spamming. If you start spamming the chat again, man, we got to take you out. But that's your opportunity, man. You see, you on the board, brother. Psalms. You're 80 or you're 8 years old? If you're 8 years old, man, just chill out. All right. Let's get back. Let's go to the news real quick. All right, so you know what? Once again, we was back on this. Okay, tell your mom. Your mom would have to contact me if you win, buddy. But if you keep spamming, then you know we're gonna take you off the board, buddy. All right, so continue with this story here. It says new Nintendo Switch rumors hit at a impeding announcement. All right, so Nintendo fans has been wondering when the console manufacturer is going to announce the Switch 2 for several years now. While Nintendo hasn't had any official to say on the matter just yet, a new series of rumors have popped up on Twitter that seems to point towards Nintendo announcing the follow-up to the best-selling Switch. As always, you'll want to take any rumor, especially around this next Switch, with a massive dose of skepticism. Again, rumors have been flying around about the new Nintendo console for years. Anytime you hear the word Switch 2, it's usually better not to get too hopeful, which is true. I mean, every time we heard that bad boy over the years. See, these rumors mostly stem from Nweebles on Twitter. They claim that the development kits have officially arrived in Spain. On top of that, they liked a YouTuber's video that said they are using the Pro Controller with the dev kits, not the controller, because they do not want it to leak under any circumstance. Okay, so the guy Nweeble ended up liking someone else's YouTube video that was going over kind of some of the same stuff and saying that, hey, they're using the dev kits with regular Pro controllers because I'm assuming the controller is probably the highlight of the system. Just like it was for the original Switch. You know, the original Switch was those controllers. So he said, I'm going, hey, man, listen, we would enjoy your subscription, South Park Kenny. Just, you know, we talk about news around here, man. Just be respectful. That's all we ask, my brother. And you'll find out we have a pretty good community. All right. D1 says, wait. I like those yellow and I like those yellow Joy-Cons in the news pic. Is that the concept art only? Give me those. Right. ASAP, right? ASAP. I'll be all about that. All right, let me continue. Let's see. As you can see, if this is true, we're likely relatively close to an announcement. Not that Spanish studios would take a back seat to other countries, but if a dev kit is in Spain, it is likely in the hands of most Nintendo partners. if that is the case, we're probably, as in Weeble says, in the last stages before console presentation. Now, so before I continue, like Nintendo can go one of two ways. Hypothetically, they could do something in July. It's something for July. All they do is an announcement. Announce in July, September Direct, we get a firm release date. They drop this year. Or they could not announce anything. Announce in September. Do like because what's what they did before. In September, they announced it. They showed the little video, remember? With the girl on the rooftop with Mario. Then wait until the beginning of the year. Give you a firm release date, and there it is. And we off and running. To me, like I can't even say like I feel like it's gonna be this year, and the reason why I can't really put my finger on that because something else that I heard at the investors meeting is that one way they asked him a question, it was a random question, really it was kind of about Switch 2, but it wasn't. It was about how did you how is Nintendo going to combat scalpers? And so Nintendo pretty much said, you got to make enough to meet demand. So if you got enough to meet demand, then you're going to need more than what your original Switch came up. I think they had it was like a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 million they had ready for the original Switch launch. And so to do that and be successful, they would definitely probably need, I think this round probably double that much. I can definitely foresee them selling 10 million units. If the Legend of Zelda sold 10 million units in 2 or 3 days, I can see Switch within the first week selling 10 or 12 million, if not 20 million, if real quick. CMG, what's going on, man? Let me get you on the board. CMG in the building. No, buddy, listen, don't worry about it. You don't got to donate, buddy. Do what your mom tell you to do. But CMG in the building, y'all give him some love. So CMG, you know what, man? I have not even opened. Okay, let me order. Side note, real quick. We'll continue with the story. Side note, if you've been catching my community posts, I went out and got a Rogue Ally, but that bad boy's still in the box. And the plan was to go ahead and get into it. But once I began the process, I noticed that my current man cave didn't have enough room for me to be productive. So I said I'm gonna wait, and I've been getting my room together. And so hopefully by this evening, I should be all said and done. I got a video that I'm going to finish editing, dropping tomorrow. It's kind of like it's a video kind of showing my progress and my day after I got my glasses, my eyes dilated, and going to pick up Final Fantasy 16. So that video should be dropping tomorrow because I'm probably about 80% done with it. Now I'm just doing the little final tweaks, and hopefully that video was out. And I also been recording some other stuff too. So we I'm in there. All right. Let's see. CMG says that the new Switch has to have PS4 and Xbox One power. Hell, you know what? Let's talk about that for a minute, and see how we feel about that. I don't think it just. Hold on one second, good people. Let me readjust my mic. All right. I don't think it necessarily has to have PS4 Pro. Long as it has PS4. I mean, I think that's got to be like the benchmark. It's got to be the minimum. It's got to be, I think if we can get to at least 2 teraflops, that means that 2 things. One, Nintendo is going to continue to use AMD's upscaling technology, and it's already on version 3. So I think and that's free. That doesn't cost Nintendo any money to utilize that technology. So that's one benefit. The second benefit is that Nintendo is developing their own version of DLSS. So now you can, but when the great thing about the FSR is that you can add that on to what you have already. So let's say, for instance, if the current power comes out and Nintendo and the power mark for the new Nintendo Switch is say a PS4, right? Be able to run PS4 graphics is looking like pretty much like a Steam Deck. So now we can go ahead and add the FSR. Now FSR 3.0, what's so great about it is that it can kind of focus in on frame rate stability, right? So you can enhance the frame rate. You can kind of like Nintendo can kind of pick and choose, and so now we got Nintendo's upscaling technology, and then we add on to FSR, which is going to put Nintendo in a good position to, double the frame rate, so they can have games that probably natively they can create a game for 30 frames per second. But once you add on Nintendo's upscaling and with the FSR, the game will run natively at 60 frames per second. So it puts Nintendo and the Switch in a very, very good position to be able to have games that run really, really good. Now, I just don't know how all of this kind of transpires and come into play. Nintendo could. I don't know. Listen, I wish I should have looked back at the patents. Remember the patent way before or like right after the Switch. There was recent patents, and they had the patent for a supplemental computing device, right? And so, in theory, Nintendo could release a more enhanced dock with the Switch, right? And so they can have you a Switch that or they could just have like, I don't know, I don't want to wish that because I don't want the Switch this to be a standalone project, but they could release this a standalone project and just have that Switch enhance it when it's docked, so you look better on your TV. Which I don't want. I want that system. I want it to be seamless. I want it to be like I want a great experience on my handheld and and docked. So I don't know. I don't want that to happen, but it could. It could. So power wise, I believe that the Switch 2 has to aim for that PS4, but I think we're going to get a way better experience just from the add-ons and the other things they're doing to it. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be very, very interesting. Matter of fact, this is a good question, man. If I know some of y'all, but say CMG, man, listen. I know if they announce a new Switch and it's PS4 compatible, are you going to get in line and get you a Switch from New York? Cause you live there. I'll be at that Nintendo store all the time. I live there. COG said Final Fantasy 16, that game looks good. Yeah, it's just shutting people's PS5s down. Left and right, man. COG says, I hope it's a PS4 Pro or Xbox Series 1 power. Yeah, you listen. I'll take it. Either way, you know what? I'm just more interested in, what's going to be that. Because, if you're going to increase the power, if you're going to do something different, what's going to be that showcase game? So if you have not voted, get your opportunity. We got a poll going on in the chat. Let's check it out real quick. Let's see where we're at. All right. So the question was, we got 15 votes. If you have not voted, go ahead and vote. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button for your boy. I appreciate it. Is first party Nintendo done with announcing new games for 2023? Now, understand that's for 2023. Not announcing a new game that could be for 2024. But games for 2023. I don't know. I probably on caution would say no, they're not. They're not done. And the reason why I'm saying that because it looks really, really convincing that a new system could get announced. I'm not 100%. I'm not sure. I'm not even 40% sure. But I know this wave of cycle, my meter been going up and down, up and down. I think if you'd asked me after the direct, I was like, man, it's probably like a 10% chance. But as these rumors pop up, I'm like, man, y'all know how it is. Y'all been around other console launches. Y'all know how it go. 1 minute, the floodgates start opening up before we getting rumor after rumor after rumor. That eventually, they ain't gonna better hide forever. They're gonna have to announce something. And that bad boy going to drop, and it's going to be and it's gonna be a video out of nowhere, just like they did the Switch. I love that though. I love it. Just boom, and I was like, man, that was like the best thing ever, man. That little 3-minute commercial was like, I don't know how many times I watched it. Crazy, right? Let's see. CMG says is properly more like a Steam Deck, and to me that's all they need. That to be really, really honest, that's all Nintendo need. Because you know what? Before the Rogue Ally, you know what? The Steam Deck was a very serviceable device. That's all they need. That's all they need. Oh, you know what? We got to talk about the new football game. Finally, 2K released that football game that they're doing with Saber Interactive. And it looked like NFL Street to me. We'll get into that in a minute. We'll get to more of these comments, then we're going to switch over to some news. So, the people are talking about Switch 2 power compared to PS4. I think it's more about battery life or voltage. I agree. Totally agree. Whereas most are thinking GFX and ray tracing. D1 man, you are spot on, because I do not want a device where I'm only getting 2 hours or less of playtime. I don't want that. Matter of fact, I'm praying that they can keep it around the same bracket as the OLED. I think that second generation Switch OLED, that battery life was perfect. Give me 3 to 4 hours, 4 to 5. I think that's a sweet spot. But that's what I want. I want to be able to get in. I want to be able to play and have a good time when I have to say, oh, you know what, I got to hurry and charge this bad boy before it die on me. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. How do they create a system that's more powerful, that still has great battery life? And Nintendo, stay smart. They're not going to deviate away from that. South Park Kenny said, this live is confusing me, but I like it. Yeah, we kind of over the place. South Park Kenny, we were talking about the Switch 2, and we're gonna go through a bunch of news right now. You just currently see our giveaway wheel. I just haven't switched over to the news yet, but hang tough, we'll be in there. Brazzer 24/7 YT says, CMG would you prefer power or silky smooth frame rate at 120 frames per second with DLS? Oh, would you prefer power or silky? Give me the silky smooth. I don't, cause you know what? As long as it runs smooth, man, I don't care how they get there. Who watches South Park? If you 8 years old, man, I was watching South Park, man, before your mama and daddy hooked up. Probably before your mama and daddy even got together. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, please, let me get a hand clap of pledge right one time. Give it up for my boy Shane back in the building. Shane, man, where you been at, man? How's the family, man? That baby's probably like 9 years old by now. What's going on with you, man? Live Doo-Doo, what's up? Hi, my friend. What is this chat about? This chat is about Nintendo, predominantly Nintendo news, but we talk about all kinds of gaming news here on the chat, man. We live every Monday night. Right now, currently, what you see is a wheel where we do our weekly giveaway. We give out a $10 eShop card every Monday night, man. And by you coming and asking this question, man, you just got yourself an opportunity to win. Let me put you on the board. Live Doo-Doo. I thought Doo-Doo was dead when it came out your body. But my brother, you on the board, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for the question. But yeah, man, we talk about a lot of Nintendo news, and right now you just seeing the wheel. Let me let's see. Let's dip back over here. Let's finish reading this real quick, and then we'll move over to some other news. It says as you can see, if that is true, we are likely relatively close to an announcement. Not that's okay. We read that already. Okay, go to the bottom. It says also worth noting that NWeeble was successfully leaked a few Nintendo things in the past. He said, the most notable are these, and when they leaked Metroid Dread back in May of 2020, noting that we could put a bit more stock into at least the latest leak. But again, we would suggest taking it with a huge grain of salt. Either way, it certainly feels like we're getting close to an announcement. The Switch has been on the market. It has been out for more than 6 years now, and players have been begging Nintendo for a Pro model for almost as long. It is unlikely Nintendo will ever try to compete with Microsoft and Sony in pure power, but the Switch is starting to lag behind even more. It might not be the Switch. It might not be the Nintendo Switch 2, but it would certainly be surprising if Nintendo doesn't announce a successor someday soon. I agree. Hey, don't forget, man, to get your vote on in the chat. Is first party Nintendo are they done announcing new games for 2023? Currently, we got 44% saying yes, and 56% says no. You can only vote on YouTube. All right. Let's get into some more of these comments. Steve M says, I have a feeling that next gen Switch won't start out with great battery life until they make a revision with more power efficient chip, similar to what happened with the V2 Switch. You know what, Steve, I disagree with you on this one, only because, you know what, it's about momentum. And, you know, before they had a system that was untested and unproven. So they had to kind of get the best thing out there where they can still make money off of. But they, you know, they got their feet underneath them right now, man. I think this is a good opportunity. I think this next Switch is not going to compromise on battery life. I don't think so. I think they're gonna come right out the gate with something that is affordable, but also not shy from the power aspect and have great battery life. I think they come out the bikes. I think it would be a step back to have a system that does not do that. Shay says, "Oh, glad you remember, man. He's 2 now. Crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Oh man, listen, y'all. Shane, man. I remember when Shane was getting ready to have a baby, and then Shane was like, you know, he here." Well, congrats, Shane, man. Listen, tell your lovely wife we said hello, man. Say I don't. SP Kenny is actually a. You think it's a cap? Oh no, man. I don't know. Steve M. Geeky, did you get the new pastel Joy-Cons? I got the purple one. I thought about getting some. You know what? I thought about it. I said, man, I do not need to spend no money. I just bought this Rogue Ally that I'm still considering. Now, okay, so listen. Before we leave this Nintendo Switch 2 conversation, let's also talk about one other thing real quick. Shout out to the homie, Doc Dre. I act like he the homie, but he not. But, you know, I've been watching him long enough, man. I'm so glad he finally made it over 9,000, man. It's like, if anybody should be, you know, probably higher, it should be Doc Dre. But Doc Dre pulled this story first, man. And you know what? It's funny. And then listen, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not that kind of guy to be like, you know what? Well, I thought about that too. But I'm going to tell you, this is the reason why I thought about it. Because before his video posted, I picked up the Rogue Ally 2. And so I also paid for the Best Buy membership, right? And so within that Best Buy membership, I was questioning this. And I said, why is it only Switch that's buy 2 get 1 free? I was just listen, but you know what? I didn't even take it to that next level. I kind of just blew it off. But when Doc Trey brought his video about it, I said, man, you're right. Because, you know, I walked in to Best Buy the day they had just changed the program. They were like, hey, this is what we're offering. You know, if you've been into Best Buy when they got a big all these balloons, things of that nature. And so I walked in, was like, oh, okay. So that kind of convinced me. I bought the bullet and I paid a little extra money for the upgrade. But you know what? I mean, Nintendo don't do that, but by being a part of their program for no other system but Nintendo, buy 2 get 1 free. And so stores don't do that unless they know, like, and this ain't Black Friday, you know what? Even though I would say back in the day, Best Buy's like gaming program back in the day was like the greatest. I think you had to pay like $30 a year. You pay $30 a year, but you get 20% off of all new games. Oh man, that was the best. I took advantage of that. But however, you know what? You add all these different things up, right? There could this be, you know what? We're no kind of end of July. We're no kind of end of this month. Like, hey, where we sitting at? Did something get announced? If something gets announced this month, buddy, it's gonna be ooh-wee. Then you take it back. To what Furukawa said, not this past one, but the when he was talking about the oh man, what was he talking about? When he was talking about the forecast. I think in the forecast he put how would they put in the forecast? They put in the forecast that their current numbers do not count new hardware. But the question you got to ask yourself, why would he have to say that? He had no, if there was nothing coming, he wouldn't have to say that. He had no need to say that. Even if a new system was coming, he still didn't have to say that. So why do you have to say it? Why do you say it? To me, that's the question I want to know. Why did you say that? You know, I want to know. So you get all these different, they're coming from, like, the stories is not all the same. They're all like little pieces of this puzzle that's coming together. And man, I think if I was a bad man, I think Jeff Grubb probably know more than he's willing to let loose. Because he got burnt before. You know, it took him a while to kind of recover from that. But I bet money he know more than what he let know. And it would not surprise me that this month we get an announcement. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm gonna get on this Prime Day deals, but I'm gonna get to some of these comments. So we started out with Steve. Dave Dub says, hello, I'm back from the movies I was watching. It was a movie my brother picked out, and it was very over-the-top, gory movie. Sometimes a bit comical with how bloody it was. It was crazy. What was the movie? It was South Park King said, I'm eating chicken nuggets. All right, brother. I'm glad you get it in. Steve M says, if it was possible to make a powerful and affordable handheld with great battery life, then Steam Deck and Rogue Ally wouldn't have had terrible battery life. Nintendo will have to compromise on something. You know what? The difference is between Rogue Ally and Valve is that they don't have the experience of creating handhelds. This is their first go at it. And Nintendo's been doing this thing for a long time. That's why I think, like, you know what? Because think about it, even with the Switch, and at the time, the Switch was doing things, and it's continuing to do things that's like, you know, you just don't think it's capable on the handheld. But somehow, some way, they're making it happen. So, you know what? I still got hope. You know what? Nintendo's not going to. They're not going to go back on that battery, man. People are too accustomed to the regular Switch to say, you know what, I'm going to get this more expensive hardware and have terrible battery life. I don't think so, man. But you know what? It's one of the great thing about it, man. We can't wait to see, man. We can agree to disagree. Geek says, I got the pink and yellow. Pink and yellow. The yellow looks more neon than pastel. Says, but keep up the good work. If I want, just give it to someone else because I don't have any Nintendo devices. And so, see you there, man. All right, man. Appreciate you, little doodoo. Live doodoo. South Park says, not cap. That's right. It's called Susu. I remember you telling me earlier. That's right. So I need to get that Best Buy membership. Yeah, it was expensive though. It was like I mean, I like it because you know it covers all my electronics, and I got a ton of stuff. And like any Apple products I buy, it gives me automatically Apple Care. You know, it did a lot of great things. I was like, all right, I could do that, but it was still like $179. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap at all, man. He said Obi-Wan just put out a video right now about the Switch specs. Laugh out loud. Yeah, you know what? I always get beat to the punch sometimes. You know, to be honest, sometimes, man, I'm glad that I waited because some news come out and you be like, man, let's like you kind of second guess, like I don't know if I want to, you know, go hard on this piece of news, or then all of a sudden, like that wasn't what it said, you know. So it is what it is. Is it? Oh, just get. You said you just got notified. Oh, I hear you. All right, see. Say here, just been grinding my YouTube content, trying to get monetized. But CMG, I thought you had 1,000. You should be getting monetized right now. Don't sleep on Amazon partnerships, man. Yeah, listen, man. I've made we'll Talksmith and Geeky, like I have been getting a lot of people coming at me a lot more people that's willing to pay me to do videos for their stuff. So I got stuff coming in that I'm gonna be doing videos for that have Amazon links. So, but yeah, matter of fact, tonight after I make my video, my plan tonight after this stream is to finish the other video I have, get back on here, stream again, and then finish the night off with making another product video for YouTube. So we'll at least get it started. So yeah, you're right, man. You got to grind a little bit every day. Steve M says, I wish Nintendo would make both sides of pastel cut Joy-Con so I could have two green ones. That's how it be, man. Well, listen, when you like, I used to be heavy on Joy-Cons too, man. I got some green Joy-Cons. Okay, they over there. I can't. But yeah, I got plenty. I got green. I got yellow. I got the Zelda ones. Too many, man. Did you pick up anything on Steam summer sale? I got High on Life. It looked kind of bad at first, but when I turn on Intel Upscale and the settings, it looks a lot better. Okay. I did not get anything on the Steam sale. I'm trying to think. I bought this game, man. It was like $2, man. And shout out to Nintendo dads, man. They posted it on Twitter, and I was like, oh man, it fit right on my. It kind of reminds me of like, how I gotta say it. What's that one NES game? Contra. It reminds me of Contra. Like, but every board is a boss battle. Just imagine you going to the end of Contra, and every board on this game has been a boss battle so far. Like, you got to fight a boss. Every level is a different boss. But it reminds you of Contra. It's on crack, man. It's hard. I recorded some of it today, so I'm hoping to post some of that too. And I recorded some Super NES Killer Instinct, which was kind of fun. I ain't that good at it. Been a while. That Hello Kitty game coming to Apple Arcade looks promising. Maybe the closest thing to Animal Crossing. Did you see Animal Crossing's new update, Geeky? Nintendo posted a new video today. I saw it today, and I was like, oh, man, it was some kind of like creation for Animal Crossing. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but you should go check that out. It had some little girl. She was like in school or whatever, and she kind of recreated her classroom, and she was like doing for show and tell. It would look very, very promising. South King said there are fireworks going on in the morning. I don't think those are fireworks. I think they were gunshots. Well, buddy, if they're gunshots, maybe you should not look out the window. Find some place with a hard ceiling and get underneath it. Because typically people shoot up. All right. So let's look at the Prime Day deals. This is a really good time. I mean, to get yourself a Switch. Prime Day is, I believe, next week. Not this week, but next week. I think it's like the 11th and 12th with that. Prime Day runs from July 11th to July 12th. However, Amazon put quite a few games deals live, and let's see what they got. What they got going there. All right, so man, Ghost of Tsushima, that was the game. Oh, so so they've added to this article since the last time I seen it. When I seen it, it didn't have all this stuff here. That's right. Don't forget to check out Amazon Warehouse. I'm trying to think. I want to. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, then this must not be the article. Let's look at this. Prime Day gaming deals, blah blah blah. Okay, all right. This might be the article. All right, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. You can get 21% off. Hogwarts Legacy. Go back to school, 24% off. Let's see. It says PS5. He said the PS5 has been holding its position on the shelves for months now. It says God of War Ragnarok off the shelves, $4.99. Was $5.59. So you can get a PS5 with God of War for $4.99. Something to think about. Something to definitely think about. Oh yeah, definitely go back. I seen the video probably not even an hour before I streamed, and it was like maybe 4 hours old when I watched it. So yeah, you want to check that video out. When as soon as I seen that, I said, oh, I'm on this geeky on this video yet. Gaming Dad, have you got a chance to go try the Apple Vision in-store demo yet? No, but it is my plan this weekend. Me and my son talked about it probably about a week ago. And once I found out that they're starting to do in-store demos, I said, "Oh, buddy, I'm gonna make my way up there and check that one out. Cause I gotta put some work in. It's gotta happen. Because right now, listen, I got about $70 saved up on it already. I'm a long way from it, but I just gotta make small choices, small little drops. Like I just got like I have a budget for the Switch 2. And my budget for the Switch 2, because I know I'm going to buy more than one. So I saved up a budget to buy 3. And so I'm estimating that 3 will cost me $1,200. I'm assuming I'm going on a limb and say they're probably gonna be $400 a piece. So I'm almost got that budget for that is almost paid for. So that's a blessing. To just watch the Animal Crossing video wasn't anything new, weird for them to make that commercial. Yeah, I thought it was something. I thought it was something new. Was it the commercial with the little girl who's in school? Cause I thought it might have been 2 commercials they posted, but I know that was the one the one I saw was new today. Yeah. So back to D1's question. Yeah, D1 man, listen, I'm making strides to start saving for that bad boy because I figured like next year, it's probably gonna be ugly. So I'm going to hide in my closet. Don't get in trouble. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're gonna hide because they're shooting outside. Yeah, you should definitely go hide in your closet, buddy. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, she was showing the island in the classroom, and it kind of emulate the classroom. Yeah, that's the one. All right, nothing new. Oh, all right. So, back to these Prime Day deals. Let's see real quick. I'm trying to think of anything that was like. All I know is you can get your Switch pretty cheap right now. It's like $30 off. Let's look at sale. So if you're trying to update your PS5, this is a great deal. Get you a 1 terabyte. I might go on this 1 terabyte storage for your PS5. But see, I don't know if this one here has the heat sink, so I might have to buy one with the heat sink. So it's $99. See that makes me mad too. So, get you a DualSense controller for $50. I think it's a great deal because I just paid full price for one. I'm sorry, listen, I'm not paying $300 for some headphones unless they're studio headphones I can use for DJing. Like these ones I got on my head was like, $150. But, I use these to DJ. These bad boys are almost perfect. Just can't wear them super long though. Because, they touch my ear, make my ear feel funky. All right. Let's see. Xbox Series S, if you don't have one yet, you can get it on sale for $249. Okay, all right. Game Pass Ultimate. All right, so okay. So if I have Game Pass Ultimate, that means I have Game Pass also on PC, right? Yeah, console and PC. Yes. All right. Okay, so this is a great deal. All right, get 3 months of X. I'm picking these up for $26. You get 3 months for $26. Oh yeah. So if I can get 2 of those, that's like half the year. Shoot, if I got 4 of them, it's like $104. Oh man, that'll be good for the whole year. I'm doing that. That's a deal. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get it right now. Let's look at. Hope my Amazon stuff don't pop up. Okay, right now they got it for $41.66. So that deal is not active yet. That deal is definitely not active. Let's go back. D1 says, Gaming Dad, what's your favorite studio headphone brand? Oh man. Oh, that's a hard one. Studio or just like okay, so it's a different like studio like DJing or just like everyday headphones. Okay, that's hard, man. I think, man, because how I like to enjoy music, I'm over purist, and I like comfort. My Bose, man, is just like locked down. They don't give me the low end like I want to, but them, man, my Bose, man, they like A1. Great noise cancellation. They comfortable. I have a pair of where they at? Like I have a pair of the Apple Air Max, and I like them. And they just like over time. Like I said, I wore them probably for about 3 hours, and over time, man, they tend to get hot. So, but you know what? They give me a little bit better on the low end. Still not like I want something that's gonna be like. I want that. I want a thump in my ear, and I haven't found a pair yet. But these, and I had a pair of Sony's before this one here. The Sony's I had before here, boy, that low end was just like boom. But it was wired though. Like I like these here because they wired, and they give me a really good sound. But if it's wireless, I think the Air Max got me right now. Or the Bose. I really like the Bose, man. I can listen. I can have the Bose on all day, and would not skip a beat. Great question though. Yeah, studio, not commercial use. Okay. Then I'm going. Okay. I used to have these Sonys when I used to rock when I first started DJing. I love the low end. It was great. These Pioneers was pretty good. They're not. I like the aeronomics. You know, I like how easy I can put them into a case and carry them. I haven't tore them up. I've had them for they last. I've had them for about 4 or 5 years. Um, dang, that's hard, man. Them Sony's, boy, they just hit different. But these right here, boy, they're a tad bit more stylish, and I can wear them like longer. So I'm gonna go with these Pioneers. These are Pioneers. They cost me about $160. It was pretty good though. Yeah, man, gotta be wired, man. That it is something about that wired sound, man. It's just, especially when you get you a nice system and it's really pushing it. I know, totally non-gaming question, but great question though. I love me a good pair of headphones. All right, let's see, what we got in. I think this is a pretty good deal as well, though. I wonder how much it's selling on Amazon right now. This is Jedi Survivor. If I was to buy it, I haven't bought it yet. But if I was to buy it, it would probably be on Xbox Series X. It's no rush for me to buy it, though. That's the only thing about it. It's like, you know what? I think I could probably get the same deal come Black Friday. That's be my thing. Like, man, I don't want to jump on 150. I think I might even beat that price come Black Friday. And right now, it's $54.20. So something to think about. Forza Horizon 5. I wouldn't pick it together because I got Game Pass, but the great thing about having Game Pass now that I have a Rogue Ally is that now I can put my Game Pass games on my Rogue Ally. That's probably one of the reasons why I was probably most excited about getting one. I was like, ooh, now I got my Game Pass games on the go. I got some battery packs. I haven't tested them out to say which battery pack is gonna allow me to push the Rogue Ally like I want to. So, all right. Oh, why did I do that? I think I wasn't supposed to do that. Elden Ring, $35. I mean, it's some great little deal. Deathloop. Did I pick up Deathloop? I bet you I own Deathloop. I bet you I own it. It's probably somewhere around here. I bet you I own it. Music and gaming, audio go hand in hand. Yeah, yes, sir. Especially true if you are into. Yes. You know what, man? You know what's speaking of headphones that really disappointed me, man, was those Sony headphones that they gave when they were going to come out the PS5. I got the name on it. But man, it was really, I mean, they're good for gaming, like, you know, to give you that immersive experience, but they don't feel like, I can't wear those very, very long. I was like, I kind of want to put them on eBay and sell them. But Deathloop, $19.99. Get your Xbox controller for $39.99. That's pretty good. 1 terabyte SSD, $99. Xbox controller. This is Xbox Elite Series 2 controller for $99. That's pretty good, especially if you're into Elite. Now, you know what? Listen, low key. Okay, I had a pair of these headphones. These are the Xbox wireless headset controllers, $85. Real good headphones. I gave them to my son I bought them, and that was at a time when I had one too many pair. It was the pair that I gave him, and he's still rocking them. Like to this day, like he rocks them when he game. He rocks them like everyday headphones, and they were great, sounded good, everything. So highly recommended Xbox headphones. All right, so you got so right now you can get the OLED for $20 off, which is $330. Not right now, but you know during Prime days. You can get the regular Switch for $289, it's $11 off. Tears of the Kingdom, $59.99, regular $60, $11 off. Breath of the Wild, man, classic, $29.99. Pokemon Legends. I gotta add people some any Pokemon players that's in the chat. Is Pokemon Legends better than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? I need to know that. Real quick, good people. Let's jump into the currently right now on the poll that's on YouTube. Is first party Nintendo done with announcing new games for 2023? Currently, 44% say yes, they're done. 56%, half of you, over half, says nope, they're not done. They got some more stuff to come. Supersonic MJ says, I don't play Pokemon games. I liked Arceus. See, that was my thing. Like, you know what? Another game that I have and bought and have not played. I might have to jump into it just because. But well, that's good to know. Because I don't play Pokemon either. Gaming headphones suck, honestly. I hate them. Too much boom. At least give me Dolby and THX surround quality. I want to hear crickets crawling and bombs blasting. Yes. D1, we get it. You get it. We get it, man. That's exactly how I want to hear my games. What else could they announce at this point? That was the question from last week, Geeky. I that was the thing. I was like, what else are they done? You know, because to me, like, they showed a lot. They showed enough to show a clear vision for the rest of this year. But the vision they showed was strictly Switch, right? They showed games that, without a shadow of a doubt, was probably prepared and ready and could be cross-gen compatible out the gate. All right. Which still leaves them a window to announce something different for the rest of this year. The window was still there. It's like, yeah, they gave you enough to shut up investors. They gave you enough to shut up the public. Say, okay, you got enough. Yep, you know what? Was it the best direct? No, but you know what? It was enough where people were like, all right, you know, I got something to play on my Switch this year. But they could, in theory, they could still give us something else. I think the only thing they really could do outside, the only really thing they could do this year is announce a game that will be coming in late December. Cause they can very well say, all right, you know what, they can have a legit December game. They could add another game in November, but I doubt it. They want to cannibalize sales of Super Mario RPG. So you got October and November pretty much covered. I think you could release something in December, but Nintendo has released games in December. It's always been that first week in December. So to me, what makes logical sense still is to announce a system. To announce a system and another key game to go with that system. To me, that's what they have left if they're going to do that. I believe if we don't hear anything by, I would say, next month. I won't throw in the towel this month, but then we don't hear nothing by August. If we go through July and August and we don't hear nothing new, then we can guarantee that one, that Switch with 2, whatever it's going to be next year. And it will probably be mid. I wouldn't say it go all the way to, I think it's something like midsummer. But to me, it's just real. To me, if you got a system, it's real stupid. If you got the system and I believe Metroid is done. I don't know if y'all caught that story of that. I caught it on Switch Force. Shout out to Switch Force again, where one of the lead, well, not say lead artists, but an artist who worked on Metroid Prime stated that his contract was up with Retro Studios and that he was looking for work. All right. Now, how long his contract has been up, I don't know. But you know what? If he had a contract and that contract was to do artistry for Metroid Prime, if that's up, then you know what? The game could be, in theory, closer to completion. So they could. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that game is done, because they had Tears of the Kingdom was done for a whole year. They gave Tears of the Kingdom a whole nother year just to fine tune and polish, and it still wasn't perfect after a whole extra year. So last year this time, that game was done. Metroid Prime remaster was done a whole year and a half. So it wouldn't even shock me, surprise me if Metroid Prime 4 is already done. It's gonna probably be the showcase piece of this Switch. Because you think about it, because Mario don't have to be the showcase piece. They just need to have Mario there. Mario gonna pull people in regardless. Mario doesn't have to be the showcase piece of how you want to advertise and push the power of the system. But if you have a game coming out of launch that's going to push the system, they're going to get hardcore gamers involved. You're going to have another game in Mario that's going to get the public jumping up and ready to play because everybody loves Mario. And you get the movie. To me, that's just a perfect storm. Like if Nintendo don't take advantage of me, I know me. I'm saying one thing, but man, that sounds good. Steve M says Nintendo could shadow drop another GameCube port like Metroid Prime 2 or F-Zero X on GX port. Agreed. D1 said Nintendo Direct mostly announced for November releases. They could still have a Christmas announcement. I agree. I think they could sneak another game in there. And typically when they release games, it's always in that first week. It never goes to that second week. I think Fire Emblem was like the 5th one year or something like that. They had it. So, I mean, they got spots. They got spots where they can do it. But, man, a system would just take over this Christmas. That new Princess game could be on the new system. I believe it's going to be cross. That game looks good enough where you could put that on both systems. Nintendo's definitely going to take advantage of I wouldn't call Princess a new IP, but that game is going to be pretty much a new IP. So I think they're going to want those sales from both the 100 and plus million they already got out there and whatever new system they got coming. D1 says Geeky, the stockholders conference did mention the next gen would be backwards compatible via NSO. Yeah, they said, okay. They said it's going to have the count system. And see, what's not quite clear is that, yes, they have a count system, and that count system would carry over. But that still doesn't mean your games that you bought on that account carry over. The account system itself carries over, but it was still no confirmation if the games carry over. So, like, for instance, Tetris 99 and your GameCube, not a GameCube, but the Nintendo 64 and Super NES and NES games and Genesis games, all those games right there, they're going to come over naturally. What we don't know for sure is that the games that you bought digitally are going to come over. That question is not solidified yet. Geese, that's good because I bought so many Switch games. It said, "What are you going to audio school for?" I asked because I dabbed in music production in college. Oh yeah, that's a good question. I want to know that too. All right, let's continue real quick. Another good game, man. Listen, if you haven't played this, listen, I have never been a big Kirby fan, but this was good, man. This was surprisingly really, really good. I enjoyed my little time with it. It's still expensive though. It's $50. That's still expensive. A classic, $36.99. You pick that up. I'm sorry, man. You get the 8-bit Do controller. I would show you right now, but it's over there. It's better than the Switch. I mean, if you just need one, fine. But if you really want one, it's a better experience. A little expensive. $37 for the Split Pad Pros. Let's see. I want one of these keyboards. I don't know why. Okay. Alienware. Still $2,000. Okay, all right. So we get some expensive stuff. All right, let's get out. Let's get out of here. All right, another. That was Prime Day. Let's go into some news. Um, Disney Speedstorm leaving early access in September. So if it's leaving early access in September, that means it's going to be. Okay, hold on. If it's leaving in September, that means it's about to be free, right? Hold on. Okay, listen. Well, that'll be changing soon. Gameloft has officially announced that Disney Speedstorm will be leaving early access in a few months on September 28th. Gameloft. Also, I mean, if it's on September 28th, that means on Gameloft also confirmed that when this happens, the game will be fully released and become a free-to-play game. So on September 28th, this game right here, Disney Speedstorm, is going to be free. Speaking of Disney, Disney Illusions. I forget what the name of the title, but that the video game Disney Illusion comes out this month, and I think I just might pick that one up. Just might. Geeky says early access was pricey for Speedstorm. Yeah, it was. That's why I passed right by it. I was like, I said I'll wait till it become free. I don't know what I'll be doing. Listen, I gotta move this. I have a heater right here underneath my feet. I'm like, man, why I'm so hot? Got the damn heater on. So I'll get it when it goes free. Yeah, when it goes free, then I'll pick it up and I'll give it a run. But until then, I wasn't excited enough to spend money because that's how you get you. You know what? I'm not doing any more founders passes unless the game really, really has to excite me. If it doesn't excite me, I will definitely pass on it. Speedstorm is just Michael Trash actions. You're right. That's why I was like, nope. I'll play for a lot. I'll play for free, but that's it. I'm not doing no more Founders Pack, none of that for no game. D1 says, I was certified as an audio engineer a few times and attended college for, man, all right, I'll look at you. It's funny, man. My undergrad was in applied speech communication, and my original plan was to be a disc jockey. That was the original plan. I tell you, this is a guy at work. You be having one plan, God have another plan for you. Be like, buddy, no, that's what you're gonna do. Teach these kids. What you know about dubstep? All right, shout out to dubstep for real. Geek says Founders Pass was expensive for Disney Dreamlight, and I don't even think it was worth it. Yeah, I told Monty. Shout out to Giggy with the rim shot. So I'm done with Founders too. Yeah, I'm just tired of them getting my money and then running off with it. You know, they get tired because their game ain't successful, and then they go out there and they say, you know what, forget you. You know what? They take your money with you. I said, man, never again. I think the last Founders Pass I bought, I think it's for Apex Legends for the Switch. And then they canceled that game. I was like, and just pulled it. It's like, what are you supposed to do? I said, no. Listen, Bill Smith was old school. He said, crunk. That crunk juice. I ain't gonna even lie. Our brother got his DJ. This is a small note. Our brother got his DJ start in the late 99, early 2000s. For the 99 to 2000s. You get the paper chasing, got the block on fire. Hey, listen, I ain't even lie, man. Juvenile, man, Hot Boys. That was something serious, man. That was the serious era of music, buddy. You talking about? I just got my DJing started, man. I was solid, man. I had Yin Yang Twins. I had enough to keep my party on fire. Fire, buddy. I've seen some of the best fights ever as a DJ. Cause I'm, a DJ. I'm typically up high above everybody else. I've seen some beat downs. You talking about A-Town Stomp? You got me paper chasing. Got the box on pot. Boy, I tell you. Boy, that juvenile for the 99 2000. COG said just came back from Obi-Wan Live. Lord have mercy. That's all I'm going to say. Oh my goodness. Listen, you in here not CMG, man. Spill the tea. You know, I couldn't watch it, but I'm gonna watch it anyway again. But you might well spill the tea when the chat. Let's talk about it. Gaming Dad, my 2-year-old radio show in college was all ed dubstep and what? Love house music, man. Love house music. I heard a house tune today was off the hook. A friend of mine's, man, he DJs on Twitch, man. DJ Justice. And he played this tune, man. I had to Shazam it. I said, oh, man, that is fire. I said, man, listen, I got to get things in order, man, because, I need to, I don't have anything. I'm not scheduled to DJ anywhere no time soon, but, man, I still like to get, these are times I like to get my practice in. It said, didn't go too well at HBCU, but I passed for being unique. Yeah, listen, I didn't go to an HBCU either, but you know what, man, listen, I was enough black people at my school, man, where I should turn that mother out. I DJ'd at a predominantly white bar too. And I got so good and so popular, man, that it became a very mixed crowd really quick. It was jam-packed. It was to a point where I was like, man, listen, I told the dude one night, I said, man, what? I won't come to work. And he was like, man, oh, hold on. He went to changing those numbers up real quick. No, we can pay you this. I thought, I think, yeah, I know you would. Because I know why I'm packing that bad boy out. And they ain't coming to buy the same old drinks. Boy, I just love DJing at the bar. DJing at the bar, man, that's a different experience, man. Especially when you good. Say he's still alive. July heating up. Geek said, I stopped doing Kickstarters too, because yes, Geeky Les, we on the same page. I stopped doing Kickstarters too. I think I supported one that the game still haven't come out. I say, nope, never again. Because they promised Mac and then Nintendo versions and then bail out. Yep, I don't do that either. I don't support games on Kickstarters. I don't care who game it is. I don't care who. Now, if Miyamoto put a game out there on Kickstarter, then I'll support his stuff. But that's it. Baz says, what I want to know is how Nintendo's going to deal with ever-growing files of games. That's a good question, man. You know what? I mean, I don't know if anybody asked that question, but they probably, if they were smart, they're probably going to go to a cheaper format. They'll still have a proprietary. I'm not saying it wrong. Format, but I think they're gonna have to find ways for them to have larger, medium size, but at a cheaper rate. And I think, you know what, because the Switch has been so successful that they can probably broker those kind of deals, because they know this next system is going to sell. You know, will it sell 100 million? It's going to sell for sure. I mean, and that's going to be probably my question for next week. When the new Switch drop, man, this is within the chat. How many million you think is going to sell within the first week? If supply is not an issue. If supply is not an issue, how many do they sell the first week of this new system dropping? I got your paper chasing. Got the block on 5. No, but you know what? It's on YouTube, though. Giggy said, did you watch the Juvenile Tiny Desk concert? No. I wanted to. I saw it. It popped up on my feed because I follow Tiny Concert. I followed that channel. And but I haven't watched it yet, but I want to watch it. Was it good? Because listen, they just don't make music like that no more. That music right there, boy, made you wanna. Every time it came on, you was like, woo. I remember the Hot Boys did a song with 3 6 Mafia. I think it was Tear the Club Up. Was it Tear the Club Up? Hot boys, you ain't ready for this. Hot boys, down with the 3 6. Golly, that song was hard. That song was hard. Woo-wee. Man, oh man, I tell you, listen, I pledged, and when that song came out, buddy, I will DJ and come out the DJ booth to get out there and step. Yeah, you know what? That story Switch Force reported on. He said something about a developer kid going through the airport. Yep, Switch Force reported on that same story. Now, where I think that story was on Fortran. Beautiful. So, what's up, HBCU, Perryville, grad over here. Me, Angie. Oh, I didn't know, but y'all both went to Perryville. That's dope, man. That's dope. You know what, man? I wish I would have went to a HBCU. But you know what? I mean, I'm very glad of my college experience, though. Very glad. Swag time, baby. Y'all ain't swag. Now that Dion ain't there, y'all ain't swag. And that's a sensitive subject right there. CMG says, and a new controller Nintendo's working on. Yeah, that same story he probably got from. I'm not gonna say he got from Switch 4. I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, Switch 4 talked about that same one. Yeah, I mean, tell you, listen, boy, I tell you, Alcorn stayed in the building. All right. Well, I thought they came real close to going to a HBCU. Real close. And then we went to go visit a couple of them. We was like, She was like, nah, they don't got the facilities I want. I said, okay. CMG said, I went to community college in New York. You know, my brother went to, my older brother graduated from Columbia in New York. He got his master's degree from Columbia. No, did only semester. Shoot, CMG, man, you should go back, man. Oh, we used to play y'all for either homecoming or it was first game of the season. Can't remember. Oh, so y'all Alcorn was the homecoming game, huh? I just want to pay for Facebook because I'll also submitted videos and photos to Swag. Okay. Oh, that's dope though. These days, yeah, man, listen. I saw a TikTok from what's that girl's name? What's that girl rapper? Man, it was a good video though. It was a good little short. You know, the girl that was with Lil Wayne, what's her name? Nicki Minaj. She got a pretty good TikTok out here. When somebody was interviewing her, she was like, nowadays, she said, when I used to listen to radio back when I was young, I was listening to talented rappers. He said, I listen to radio nowadays, you're listening to popular rappers. And that's a difference, man. That's was bar. That's true. Because you were listening to cats that had real lyrical talent. They just terrible. D1 says, Juvie was fire. Had Manny Fresh. Man. Listen, when Manny Fresh dropped Go DJ, that was my anthem, man. They knew it was coming. That beat dropped, that man. Grown ups, girls and babies. DJ Manny, freaking fresh. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Man, listen, that was my anthem, buddy. Shout out to DJ Manny Fresh. God almighty. So yes, the console good. Okay, so listen, God, so Geeky, you gave me something to watch tomorrow. Matter of fact, that's one of the things I like to watch when I'm driving. Because I get the rocking that bad boy. You got me, baby Jason. Got the block on fire. Man, that Hot Boy and that Master P era, buddy. That make you say, na 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 na. Let me speak to P. Oh, this P? Yeah, this P. Oh, P make him say, this ain't no P. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? It ain't my fault. Boy, listen. Do. You can't stop now. You can't stop. We gonna stop. What? Got me reminiscing. Gave me that. Don't start me on that 3 6 Mafia. I was hijacked the whole stream. You gotta stay fly. Man. Man, listen, that song right there, buddy. Ooh. Wait, listen, I got one for you though. I used to play in the club. That doom, 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 doom. Whoop that trick. Woo! Man, oh man. Man. Classics. CMG says the only music these days I listen to is the ones I put on my cell phone. They are old school 90s and hip hop and R&B. Listen. Now you can stretch that 90s out to like almost to the end of that first 2008, 2000. You can stretch it out that far because all that music was like, whew, man, that when T.I. came through there, and man, he had that rubber band, man. Ain't I? Man, listen, them songs, boy, used to tear the club up. Boy, oh boy. Man. Remember the first time you heard Bone Crusher? I ain't never scared. What? Man. Outside of the club and you think I'm a punk. I thought I told him I ain't never scared. You talk about cats ready to fight. Oh, man, those joggers be ready to fight when that came on. I mean, listen, I had certain songs that promoters would come to me and say, you cannot play these songs. Bia, Lil Jon, Eastside Boys. Is there something about that song, man, would just get them so ready? I ain't never scared. I don't give a F. Lil Jon, Eastside Boys. And Nuck If You Buck. Man. Nuck If You Buck, boy, we'll have them out there ready to. It is something that if I just really wanted to just go left and turn a party out, I play them songs back to back to back. And if we can get through there without a fight, then it was a good night because everybody was having a good time. See, Gave that, don't do that. JSU wasn't beating Akon without T.I. My bad. Me too, dude. Over too fast. I've been watching clips on TikTok. Play it while you're hating. Hot boys. That tear the club up. Yeah, tear the club up, thugs. That was the name of that song. Woo, man. Oh man, you talking about good music, man. You talking about classic. You talking about, oh man, that tear the club up, thugs, boy. It still go hard to this day. Man. Said Columbia Ninth. Oh yeah. D1 says, watch the Juvenile Tiny good speakers. Okay. See, yeah, I'm about to do that. I got some good speakers hooked up. Yeah. We're going to do that. Oh, I heard that song from Master P. Listen, you bout it? You bout it, boy, bout it, boy. I tell you, whoo. Listen, no, not Juvenile. When Mystical first came on the scene, oh, God, I know this is a video game show, but man, we talk about this music all day. When I'm a soldier. I thought I told you. Woo-wee. Oh, I heard that song from Matt. Listen, buddy, that Master P boy. I really miss my homies, even though they gone away. Man, listen. Classics, man. Classics. You said reminiscing hard. Yeah, listen. Outside of the club, and you think I'm a punk. And pop the trunk. I thought I told you. I ain't never scared. Listen, Rubber Band Man. What's the other song? ASAP. Gotta get on your job. Gotta get on motivation. Gotta get on your job. Boy, I tell you, boy. Whew. I said, nah, folks wasn't ready to fight with Eastside Boys. Young Blood. Yeah. That Pastor Troy. God, you put one up on that. That Pastor Troy. It was something about that Pastor Troy, man. Something about it, man. Those songs end the parties with fights and shootings. Yeah, I didn't have too many shootings as a DJ, but fights, oh man. I've seen the Qs give a cat the work. I seen a dude try to act hard that was like from like I went to school up north in Michigan. So, you know, sometimes we would get kids from like Grand Rapids, and sometimes we get kids from all from Detroit that would drive up because the party be so live. I seen a cat, man. You could tell he was from the D, and he came in there, man, and he just blatantly crossed a queue line during Atomic Dog. It was like somebody gave the Q's gummy berry juice, and them jokers, man, went to hopping for real. All you seen was gold boots going. I mean, God almighty. I was like, ooh. I had to hurry up and play a slow song. I was like, I gotta play a slow song. I gotta change the atmosphere because it was ugly for this dude. They drug him right on out that bad boy. Came back in the party, kept on dancing. I said, whew, Lord have mercy. He said, I'm still smoking. That's so funny. I did watch the BET Awards, but I'm glad my fave Busta got Lifetime Award. Man, Busta Rhymes, man. This is all these good rappers, man. They just don't make rap now. They just don't make rappers like that no more. Even though, like, I've been listening to a lot of Christian rap, but if I was on a secular level, that's kind of like, you know, they still got really good music, man. Costa Contra. I think that's the name of the group. It's Costa Contra or Consta. I think it's Coastal Contra. I think that was the name of that group, man. It's something coastal. But them cats is fire. They be having they get them TikToks. Them jokers is fire. Yeah, hear them songs back in the day, just leave. Yeah. Coast Contra. That's it. Coast Contra. Them jokers is fire, buddy. Oh man, lyrically got they stuff together, buddy. Understand the importance of cadence and storytelling and flow and spitting knowledge all at the same time. Real rappers, man. Shout out to Coast Contra, man. And you maybe get off the stream tonight and play some. All right. Back to some of these. I'm gonna go to some of these other stories real quick because it's not a whole lot. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection games will be available to purchase separately. But the question is going to be, but that's only, I think that might be digitally, you see. Konami recently unveiled that they have been working on Metal Gear Solid. Blah, blah, blah. I said, Snake, you can either purchase the entire collection as one title. Ultimately, let's go read more. October 24th. So you know what? This game might not get bought, man. Because it's coming out after Mario. Mario's the 20th, man. It's like you got Mario. You got the 17th. You got Sonic All Stars. You got 20th. You got Mario, man. They're gonna dominate the majority of my time, man. Listen, these remakes, man, they came out at a bad time. I'm still gonna get some of them, especially that first Metal Gear. To me, that first Metal Gear have really not been on anything. So to me, that's what excites me the most out of this collection. 2 is probably my favorite. Not out of this bunch, 2 is my favorite. But my favorite Metal Gear game is 4, hands down. But I want to play 1. I think 1 is gonna be good because it's top down. So yeah, definitely 1. But yeah, you can buy the games individually for $20. How much is the whole collection? The whole collection is $60. Yeah, I'll buy one at a time because I'll buy the first one and then wait for a sale for the other 2. Not too much in a rush. I'm gonna buy the first one for day 1. I'm buying the first one. I'm not buying 3 and 2. Not yet. I think they're doing Metal Gear Solid just like they did, just like Capcom did Mega Man collections. Okay, yeah. Listen, man, I ain't mad at Konami to getting their bread, man, but let's do it the right way, man. Do it the right way. So you can buy them separately, $20 a piece. Did anybody pick this game up? Because I did not. I decided that I was going to pass on everybody want to Switch, even though I'm curious to see, how the multiplayer is done, and if I can play, I don't know how does I got to see how it works. I'm going to have to watch some videos because if somehow, some way I can play, long distance with my son, like I can get all my kids together and play. Even my sons that's out in Michigan, I would love that. I think I catch a day when he off work. But was not buying everyone to Switch. That game looks terrible. Don't forget, give people to get your vote on if you have not voted yet. The current question of the day is: first party Nintendo done with announcing new games for 2023? It got to be 4 this year. If it was 4 this year, then it's good. So I'm with the no crowd. I don't think they're done. I think they got one up their sleeve. Just one though. Geeky said, we almost bought this past weekend, but then just played Overcooked. Yeah, see, listen, I thought about it this weekend because this is my first time I've been off for 4 days in a row in a long time without taking them off. And so we almost did it this weekend, have something to play, something to do, but I was like, So I'm not for gesture games, but I watched RDC World play Sonic and Mario Olympics, and I'm interested now. Sonic and Mario Olympics was good. I did a video on that game. That game was highly recommended. Yeah, especially like they got the Olympics game was like karate. Oh, that was good. Yeah, I'm telling you, listen, Sonic and Mario Olympics was good. I would buy that before I buy everybody who want to Switch. All right. Get out of there. Okay, this right here is by far the funniest. Shout out to Activision. I hope more shooter games and more competitive games do this. All right. So they have an anti-cheat mechanism. I'm not going to read the whole story. I'm just going to explain it to you. So Call of Duty has an anti-cheat mechanism. When it recognizes that you're cheating, right, it gives you computer bots to shoot at. You think you're shooting at an online person, but you're not. They already flagged you for being cheating. You're really shooting for nothing. You're really shooting at nothing. So like if you're playing with a team or playing with somebody, You be like, man, I shot all these people. Why I'm last? Well, you last because they know you cheating. I think this is great. More games should do this right here. The combat cheating. You know what? Let them shoot at nothing. Let them think that they shooting at these holograms where they shooting at nobody, and then they stats tank, and then they get blocked. I think that's the best. That's great. Shout out to them, man. Give them the hand clap one time. Because to me, listen, if you, I like to play games. I don't need to cheat. I hate cheaters. Like, you don't got to cheat, man. Just play the game. That's what the game is for. If it's hard, it's hard. Go play something else. Shout out to them. All right. So I guess Bandai Namco had their little showcase, and so my children are excited because my children, man, they are big Dragon Ball Z fans. My son, that's all he plays is Dragon Ball Z. All he watches is anime. And so Ultimate Ninja Storm, I think it's supposed to be like Connections or whatever, but I don't know when this is coming out. Let me see, did they say? Which is coming soon to Nintendo Switch. Okay, it's coming soon, but they don't say when. So I'm assuming sometime this year. But then there's a bunch of other games, a bunch of other anime games that's made their crossover to. It's like they got some anime games that pretty much look like they took the Dragon Ball Z engine and just, painted, this new anime onto it. It looked just like, to me, Dragon Ball Z, but with the aesthetics of whatever that anime is. But I know my children, this is another game that my kids want, hands down. So Naruto Connections, rather. Be on the lookout. All right, keep on. This is a sad story. I hate for this to happen for them, but dang, you know what? I mean, I didn't know like who pitched this thought process like this was gonna be good anyway. Like whoever came up with the idea said, you know what? We're gonna make this game about Smeagol and it's gonna be good. And what Smeagol was like, that was like the dumbest move they could have, the dumbest decision they ever could have made. Ever could make. So I don't have any sympathy for them at all. But their whole studio shut down. Lord of the Rings Gollum developer will no longer make games. They did one game and it was like, oh, that's it, buddy. Yeah, wrap. Plus Gollum 2 canceled. So they was making a second game to this, a second part to this game. Both game canceled. I'm telling you, that's why, man, you gotta make smart decisions, man. Very, very smart. That to me was not a smart decision. But I don't know what they're gonna do now. I think they're going back to publishing, so it is what it is. You know what? I was excited for Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'm still, once again, I'm still hopes, put some hope into it. Maybe they'll do it right. But I guess the people that's making the game doesn't have a really good track record. But however, The Last Airbender, Quest for Balance, heading to the Switch. Originally, it wasn't headed for the Switch. It was just going to iOS. And because I even requested a code for this game, and I have not heard nothing back for it. But now they have a Switch version, I'm definitely going to go back and request a code. Because I'm a big fan. I love Avatar. The series is dope. One of the dopest series is out. I mean, this is a dope series, period. But I'm just trying to say, when is this coming out? I'm not gonna watch later this year. It says Avatar: The Last Airbender, Quest for Balance is coming for the Nintendo Switch and other platforms later this year. Yeah, so I don't know, man. This is one of the things you're gonna have to wait and see. But I hope I can get a code because I would prefer, because I like the series, to give it a fair crack. I don't want to spend my money if I don't have to. And maybe they can give me an extra code. Wink, wink. I can give it out to my subscribers. All right. Let's see. I hate that when this particular company showcases the sales. Nintendo Switch #1, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. #2 in Japan. I guess this was last week because the new ones are out. Oh, I hate these here. The Nintendo Switch OLED sold 66. I wonder what's the total. That's over 100,000 though. $28. That's only 105,000 units. The Nintendo Switch OLED 66,000 units. The Nintendo Switch sold 20,000. Hey, man, it's still selling like they still selling like this, man. I mean, to me, I think it's a good time for them to say, hey, you know what? I really would like they you know what? I still say like drop a new system, man. Well, especially while momentum is high. Drop another system. I'm gonna see if I can find another sales article. So you know what? This article here says that Nintendo Switch 2 specs updated is disappointing. It's true. So they're saying if it's close to a PS4, is that negative? I mean, would I get disappointed with like, oh no, it's close to a PS4? I wouldn't, because it's a handheld PS4. I know the games we were playing on a PS4, and I was like, man, these look good to be on PS4. I'm like, listen, if the specs is close to a PS4, knowing what the other technologies out there are, this is wonderful. You know, listen, I don't know if I shouted out this other channel enough, but Super Metal Day 64, man, it's a great channel, man. I would definitely recommend you to subscribe. I like his commentary, and you know, he is, even though he was wrong on the Switch, he was wrong. And they gave him a lot of hell for it for a long time. He was completely wrong. His thought process was not a hybrid. But besides that, though, he has pretty good reporting. So Super Metal Day 64, definitely shout him out. Sorry about that, good people. I had to get my sneeze on. So when are we getting a AAA quality Transformer first-person shooter, though? It's okay, man. I don't know when, but you know what? Listen, give me the Battle for Cybertron. Give me that. Give me that on the Switch, and I'll be happy. But however, speaking of Transformers, man, I finally went to go see Transformers. Me and my wife went to go see it. And it was good, but then it wasn't good. I'm gonna be honest. It was good, but it wasn't good. I was like totally listen, they gotta get away from these humans. I need a Transformer movie where humans are not a part of the main story at all. At all. I was really, really disappointed. They did not. To me, they made Prime look weak, and Prime is always like the head honcho on every Transformers movie. You don't go away from Prime like that. It was like it could have been so good if not for the humans. The humans made it like, why are you here? They had two bigger points in the movie. I was totally. I wish my wife could be here, because she was telling, I was in that bad boy like, what are we watching? I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not, because I want to bad, but I'm not. I'm gonna spoil it. But it was good. They did some things that was really, really dope. I thought the story could have been, the story was pretty good. You take away the humans, man, and I probably get that. The movie probably gets like a B+, A- without the humans. With the humans, this is a C+ movie. This is a definitely. Hey, you know what? You can wait till it come out on somebody's streaming service. No need to go to the show. Yep, Geeky says yep. I'll wait for it to come out on streaming service. Yeah, I'll tell you one movie that we saw this year though that was really, really good. And I would say you would enjoy it if you went to the show. Even Guardians of the Galaxy Such a good movie. Surprisingly, I was not expecting it to be that good, but it had a great story. Had a great story, a great backstory. They kind of like did like a backstory dive into Rocket. Oh man, it was good. Really, 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 really good. Really good. Steve Builder Smith says Transformers ain't got it right yet. Also, see DC movies, Marvel's lapping them all. I but I heard the Flash. My daughter said the Flash was real good. It was long. My daughter went to go see the Flash. She said it was real good. It was just long. Is Guardians? I don't think so. Not yet. But it's good though. Definitely, like I would definitely spend my money again to go see that. If the choice came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'll go see that again. We will probably rent Mario tomorrow. You haven't seen Mario? Oh man, Geek, if you haven't seen Mario, Mario was good. Mario was like, you know what, it was short enough. It gave you a just enough. Didn't overcomplicate it. It was good. Almost like, you know what, almost like the first Sonic. The first Sonic movie gave you just enough. It was good. It wasn't like oh my goodness, it was like the best movie ever, but it was good. I enjoyed it. Definitely, definitely. Like I went and bought it. I was like one of the I just had to have. And then I think my son bought it on digital, so we all share Apple. So, oh my fact, I didn't even see that Supersonic Game Jay. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Dave Does says I didn't know there was an Avatar game coming. Hopefully, it's good. I love Avatar. Yeah, Avatar, man. Avatar, my junk, man. I love it. When we was in college, man. We used to come home. I had to race home. That came out every week. Had to get it. Gotta go watch Avatar. He said, or open world RPG. Oh man, I wouldn't know what an open world RPG Transformers would look like. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. But you know what, man? Those Battle for Cybertron games, man, those cutscenes. Man, listen, you want a good Transformers movie to watch? Go watch the cutscenes of those video games. You're gonna be like, I forgot which one it was when Metroplex man had Prime in his hand. I said, man, that was sweet. And Prime was he was Pleasant's Allegiance to Prime. That was so dope. So dope. Oh, my bad. Supersonic Dunker Tales. You got a second entry. Let me jump out of here real quick. Yeah, good people. Oh. Tripping. I'm tripping. There we go. All right, there we go. Sonic if If you guys have not got a second entry in off Twitch, we're live on Twitch at GamingDad1906. Feel free to jump in when you can. Before we get started. D1 says those Guardians movies are too campy for me. Listen, okay, I agreed. Listen, D1, I own everything. I agree totally. But this one was like, oh man, this is good. This was good. That was a good movie. Highly recommended. I think it would definitely change your mind. Let me give you another good show that I'm watching. It's called The Condor. It's on Amazon Prime. The Condor. I watched season 1 last night with my wife. And it was super good. Especially if you old school. Like one of my favorite TV shows of all time is doop 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 24. Love 24, man. Oh, I can go back and watch all the 24s right now and be like hype. But 24, man, so good. But Condor is like that. Oh, hey, geeky Twitch on the board. A geeky Twitch. I think I might spell that wrong. Still missing that. There we go. All right. Geeky Twitch on the board. Builder with Smith on the board. All right. All right, good people. Let's see. But yeah, you know what, D1, I'm telling you, man, this was I felt the same way. We're on the same page when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but this one was pretty good. See, I was never a comics guy, but I came up in the Teenage Mutant they have a new movie, a new cartoon movie, and I was like, I'm going to see it day one. The art style is just like Miles Morales. Just imagine them taking Miles Morales' cartoon style, drawing style, and taking Teenage Mutant Turtle. That I was like, oh, I'm on that one. All right, a few more stories, then we're gonna get up and get to this wheel. Let's see. I thought this story was funny. Microsoft makes more money on Nintendo Switch than PlayStation or Xbox. That's crazy, right? So I guess during the court hearings, they found out that they asked, they were going back for asking questions. They found out that I think the Switch makes 4 times as much as Xbox when it comes to Minecraft, which is crazy. Smart move, Xbox putting Minecraft on Switch, and then I know it's still selling. I know I see kids in my school still playing it. The same here, build it. Oh my god! Listen, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not going to spoil nothing for you, but if you watch Transformers, watch it all the way to the end. It's only one cutscene. It's only one. It's not a bunch of them. It's only one. But watch it at the end. You're gonna be like, "Oh, dog, for real." D1 said, "Voltron. What you know about Voltron?" The original He-Man. But you know what? I will say the He-Man that they put on Netflix was pretty good. The He-Man they put on Netflix, the newer Voltrons was pretty good too. Oh, that what they had on Netflix. But I tell you, listen, if you have not watched them, watch the Castlevanias on Netflix. I've been talking about it for years. Man, super, super, super good. All right. So that's a crazy story for Microsoft to be, not making that much money, but it doesn't really surprise me. New Prince of Persia game allows users to pin screenshots to the map as a visual reminder. Okay, that's dope. But you know what? This game is gonna be good. This game is gonna be really, really good. I'm really, really excited for this game. Whenever I think it drops in January. Day one purchase for me, hands down. Got my whole. I'm all in for. I love 2D platforms. Love them. Activision Blizzard CEO apparently says next Nintendo Switch closer. Okay, no, we went over the last week, but with all the leaks we had this week, this seems more like to be true. Now, of course, he didn't. If you didn't know anything about the story here, he didn't quite say that it's closer to PS4. He just says closer to 8th gen generation, which is that 8th gen generation is that PS4 Pro, Xbox One X generation. So with everything we've heard so far, right? It's kind of like, it's kind of this more stuff is adding up. And you know what? For those of you who kind of rode that wave and it was all in on the NX and was watching videos, like I know I was, you know what? Like right before it launched, man, it's like it just started snowballing all the different leaks. So we'll see. Okay, so I don't know. I think we talked about this last week, but I think the date that was said was for Sonic was October 17th. Yeah, Sonic releases October 17th, according to GameStop and Target. October 17th. That's 3 days before Mario, man. I wonder what my kids gonna do. I wonder they're gonna ask me that for Christmas, or they're gonna be like, "Man, Daddy, I saved my money. I'm gonna buy it myself." I know my kids. They say something like that. I buy it myself. So gave me that. What you know about Ultraman? Oh, Ultraman, man. Listen, that goes way back, man. When I was a kid, Ultraman. Well, back in the day when you had to get up and turn the knob on the TV. that's Ultraman. What? Super Sentai. Oh man. No, listen. The last part I didn't watch Gundam, but Ultraman. I'm talking about old school Ultraman when it was like when they had like live action Ultraman back in the day back when I was a teenager. Ultraman been on for a long time. Classics, man. Classics. We talked about this last week. I'm just going to echo this last one here. Listen, but if it's two, we already know it's 2 ways, and we know Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming. I'm just hoping that Metal Gear Solid 4 comes out on the new Switch. And listen, take my money, Konami. Day one. I don't care how I get it. I don't care if it's digital or not. Day one, I would have this game. Metal Gear Solid 4. So with the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, okay, we talk about Volume 1. Around the corner, it appears that Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, my favorite one, may have been ported too, but it's possible it will be part of a future Metal Gear Solid bundle. And so that next bundle supposed to be Metal Gear Solid 4, 5, and Peace Walker. Okay, so I just hope that bundle comes to Switch. If they get it running on the original Switch, that would be a feat in itself. But it don't matter where it comes at. That's a day one buy for me. Day one. That was such a good game. All right, let's see. That's really about it, man. I think I talked about everything else. Real quick, this is probably my last. Ubisoft remaking Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Man, I don't think they should. Black Flag should not be the game they should remake. If anything, you remake 1 or you remake 2. 2 was the classic. 2 was the best one besides Black Flag. I think to me, if I had to advise anybody to go into the Assassin's Creed series, it would be 2 or Black Flag. But I think they're doing Black Flag because they probably got that other game over there. What is it? Bones and Skull and Bones that has not seen the light of day. They're probably gonna merge those 2 mechanics together and give you a Black Flag remake. Who cares? What? Who watched the 18 cartoon? Your boy. Shoot, 18. I should watch the Smurfs. What was the name of that show with the gummy berry juice? I forgot the name of that show. Old school shows, man. Like, you know what? What I like about YouTube, man, I can get on there and be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and watch Looney Tunes and watch hours of it on YouTube. Man. Classics. Roadrunner and Wild Coyote. What? Classics. GoBots. Y'all don't know nothing about no GoBots. Y'all don't know nothing about Mask. I'm old school. Mask had the best toys. Had that little toy with the dude with the helicopter. The best toy. That was dope. It's a dope toy. Listen, you can on YouTube and watch G.I. Joe all day. G.I. Joe. This I command. Serpentor was the man. Listen. There were times like before, you know, when you think about it right now, just imagine, you know what? You could not buy Sergeant Slaughter in the store. I had Sergeant Slaughter. The only way you can get Sergeant Slaughter, you had to buy like 5 other G.I. Joe toys. Cut the UPC off and then mail it in with the money. See, they're going to make you buy 5 of these G.I. Joes and then going to make you pay again and pay more for Sergeant Slaughter. But your boy had Sergeant Slaughter. That deal. Sergeant Slaughter came in the mail, but I was a happy guy. Sergeant Slaughter and Snake Eyes was probably my favorite 2 G.I. Joes. Snake Eyes, boy. Woo. The Crimson Guard. I had the Crimson Guard as toys. I had the Aerial Bots. What y'all know about that? Okay, all right. I'll get off my memory lane. Listen, D1 went there. He went to MacGyver. Wait, you don't know nobody know MacGyver. Knight Rider, boy. As kid. No, I don't remember that as kids. Oh, man, that's tripping. I'm tripping. I might have been a little older. That must be the time when I was learning how to hunch. All right, good people. Listen, it's that time to make that change. We are the people. We can do it. All right. It is the wheel time, good people. Once again, take a look at the wheel. We are currently at 19 people. Your boy Gave Me Dad is on the wheel. Let's see who I'm going to give it to tonight. If I win tonight, I'm going to give it out to I'm going to give it out to the young guy. What's the young kid now? What's his name? Did I put him on the board? Where's the little kid at? What's the little kid? What's his name? Day one. Geeky. South Park Kenny. That's his name. Hong Kong Phooey. Hong Kong Phooey. #1 superstar. Y'all don't know about that. Said I actually had Kung Fu Grip G.I. Joe as a toy. Oh, ain't old enough. What? D1, how old are you? I need to know. Hey, listen, I was in Walmart probably about 2 years ago. As a matter of fact, I'm rearranging my room. I'm finding all kind of stuff. You don't know nothing about them. You don't know nothing about them Beast Wars. You don't know nothing about them Beast Wars, boy. You don't know nothing about Blaster. Oh, no, D1, man. I got you by 9 years, buddy. 39? Nah, he was probably born 1982, 83. Yeah, y'all some youngins. You got a 75 baby over here. 1984, man, I was watching Transformers, man. Eating Cheerios with sugar on top. Eating some Apple Jacks, buddy. Great cereals, by the way. They don't make them like they used to. All right, good people. Listen, without a shadow of a doubt, let's go ahead and get it in. And our first loser tonight. Who's going to be the first loser? And it will be, dang, D1 off the muscle. You lose. D1 is out of here. God almighty. D1, you've been taking them bad L's this last couple weeks. But I appreciate you, brother, for coming through. I appreciate you. Next up, Steve M, man. Golly, the veterans. Steve M is out of here, man. Gaming Dad is the big bro we never had. I appreciate you. Gaming Dad was just coming out of the cocaine disco era. And y'all was born into the crack era. Y'all some crack babies. Oh man, who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, dang, Geeky already? Geeky chick is out of here. Peace out. But Geeky's still on the board, ladies and gentlemen, because she got on here on Twitch. You could do the same. It gave me Dad 1906. Let's keep it rolling and flowing. Who's up next to catch the flex? 16 left on the board. Not Gaming Dad. No. GD, are you with me? Oh, yeah. Gaming Dad is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. No extra wins for you. We're down to 15, keeping it lean. No caffeine. Heroin babies. Oh, Builder with Smith is building left. Builder Smith out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We keep it rolling and scrolling. Who's up next? Catch the flex, and it will be Sonic Knuckles Tails is out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's check some comments real quick. Geeky said, can I claim Smith's win from last week? You can. You sure can. I forget. Did I send that? I probably didn't send it to you. I will send that to you this evening. Cause I think at the time I didn't have any cards, but I went and got some the other day. He said, cracking hair on babies. I see Gaming Dad getting all his next gen challengers out of the way first, like a true boomer. All right, who's up next to catch the flex? Who will it be? Oh, man. Newcomer. The little kid that was spamming earlier. South Park Kenny. Peace out, man. Keeping it moving and grooving down to 12. Mighty swell. Who's up next to catch all the flex? And it will be, it's getting close. It's close. It's close. It will be Muting Gaming. You out of here. Builder with Smith said, "Oh, Gaming Dad was Kane in the first scene of Miss Society." Kane. When he was going to have the house party, gambling old dude and let Kane hold. Oh man, Geeky said, "Yeah, that was close. Yeah, that came real close, Geeky. I'll tell you, I thought you bit the dust." Let's see. We lived through drive-bys, dissing on wax. I remember the first time I heard Dope Man by NWA. I remember like it was yesterday. I remember the first time I heard Two Live Crew. I was like blown, like, "Hey, you want some what?" Did he say what? My mom like, "You better cut that stuff off." Shout out to Two Live Crew, man. All right. Number 11. 11 people left, ladies and gentlemen. Who will it be? Bazit YT. See ya. You are out of here. Let's keep it rolling, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm getting kind of hot, man. I need a drink of water. Who's up next to catch the flex? It will be my brother from another mother, CMG.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
The macaroni side of the peas, all the mustard, and the chicken taste like wood. We had some good movies, man. I was trying to tell my kids the other day, like, you know what I was watching, man? I was watching Brown Sugar. If you have not seen Brown Sugar, man, you owe it to yourself, man. Go watch Brown Sugar. Super good movie, man. Just good movies, man. When cats, well, you know what? Listen, I don't care what anybody say, man. I still believe in love and that love can happen, but I love, you know what? I believe that you can find somebody that, you know, you just want to just chill with the rest of your life. And that Brown Sugar, Love Jones, Love and Basketball era, man, was my college era. I was in college during them times, man. Those were great movies, man. And those movies kind of, they kind of shaped the direction of your mindset back then. Well, movies had dope soundtracks. Not only did you went to the movies, you bought the soundtrack. Like, you know, Love and Basketball soundtrack is still dope. Love Jones soundtrack is to me a classic, all-time classic. I need to get off my soapbox. All right, who's up next? We're down to 9 people. 9. But who's up next to catch all the flex? Who will it be? Next loser is my brother Shane and his baby. You lose. I both get the L today. Peace out, my brothers. I'll see you hopefully soon. So he said it's rigged. We keep it moving and grooving. Moving and grooving. And our winner tonight will be Channel Moderator SOC. Give it a Channel Moderator SOC, but
Psych.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
All right, we down to 7. The number of completion. What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say, Dave? Bye. D1 said, I actually stopped watching black movies after the era of Love Jones. Yep, The Wood and all of that. I got oversaturated and felt like an exploited cash grab. Man, facts. I got a fly in here. I hate that. But those are facts, man. Woo, that's a big old fly, too. Where you come from? He wasn't in here no other time. Now he's going to come flying around. You right, man. Listen. When Steve Harvey was telling him to think like a man, act like a man, think like a woman, I don't know what he was talking about. But yeah, like that kind of threw me off too. So I totally agree. Man, I hate flies, man. This fly had to come from underneath my door. And see what happens is my kids, they go outside in the garage, and then they let them in the garage, and then I take my whole time of telling him to kind of kill flies. I tell you, man. All right, they keep it moving. And grooving that y'all just because I'm just flies, but he bothering me tough now. All in my lights, all in my face. I can't stand flies. They like the nastiest things ever. Flies that eat doo-doo, eat dead carcasses, and then come land on you. Like, man, don't land on me. I be killing them left and right though. I wish I had my fly sorter for my classroom. I'd be mass murder. All right. We're down to 6. Man, that fly big. That's a big fly. It's like a whole baby flying around. Bzz, bzz. Like he should be tired or something. Kiki said flies are terrible this year in Texas. I can only imagine. Steven said flies and mosquitoes are the worst. I mean, this fly, man, listen, I want you to sit down somewhere. I hope a bug catch you and eat you, or you get caught by the back of my shoe. He said, no, I hate gnats. At least I can see flies to eat them. To kill them, rather, to eat them. Ty Turner, newcomer, man, ladies and gentlemen, he's out of here. I forgot I can give him the sound. My bad, big bro. Peace out, though. We're down to 5 left, ladies and gentlemen, 5 left. And this one here will get his exit left, please. Ruben, exit left, please. Ruben is out of here. You see it. It's bad now. I'm trying to get him. I can't stand flies, man. We're down to our final 4, ladies and gentlemen. We got Live Doo-Doo. He was on for a hot second, but then he bounced. Retrospective J in the building. A Geeky Twitch. Man, I want to kill this fly so bad. And Supersonic Maki J are all in the final 4, but only give me one winner. Let's see who is the first one out of here. And it will be Live Doo-Doo. I don't know, man. It's a big old fly, though. It's a fly that came out of nowhere. We're down to 3 people, ladies and gentlemen. 3 people. Who will be next? Who will it be? Who's getting the final year out of here? Oh, it's close. It's close. Ooh, a Geeky Twitch is out of here. You were so close, Geeky. So close. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final round. And it's Retrospective J and Supersonic Mocking J is back in the final circle, but can only be one winner. Only be one. But I'll tell you one thing. This fly come close to me one more time. He fast. So he just flying all around like irritating somebody. Don't worry. I'm going to cut the lights off. Then I'm going to cut the light on in the bathroom. And then I'm going to spray him down with alcohol. And that'll be it. Dead. He be gone. All right. Nick Cannon. Where you at, buddy? You know, Nick, he got on his kids. He got to work extra. He working on everybody's show. He my drummer tonight. And Nick Cannon, hit the drums for me one time, please. And tonight's winner will be. Uh-oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Ladies and gentlemen, our tonight's winner will be Supersonic Maki J. Retrospective Day. You are out of here. And that's how we'll end it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was rigged, Supersonic MJ. You said it was rigged earlier, but you won. But I guess it was rigged, right? So I guess we'll give your winnings back since it's rigged. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be our show tonight. Give it up once again for Supersonic Mocking J. And to end tonight's poll, the question was, is first party Nintendo done with announcing new games for 2023? 43% say Yes, 57% say no, they are not done. We shall see. We shall see soon. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, give him a happy birthday shout out to Supersonic Mockingjay, ladies and gentlemen. He will be turning, I don't know how old. I think he said 25, right? I think he's turning 25 in about an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll take the time to say, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. That's your boy, Gave Me Dad. I don't do much singing, but I want to give you a shout out, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, hey, once again, thank you, Geeky, for another great stream. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us, man, on these warm nights. But let God bless you. God, let me pray for you guys out. Lord, I can pray, Lord, that you bless the listeners tonight, Lord, that you bless them this upcoming week, Lord, that you guide and shape and mold their directions and their decision makings. I pray, Lord, that you show them an abundance of love. And I pray, Lord, that people show them love, Lord. Let no weapon formed against them prosper. I pray, Lord, that you bless their finances, Lord, that you bless them spiritually, emotionally, and financially, that you bless their relationships with the ones they love. And I pray, Lord, you bless their relationships with their enemies. I pray, Lord, that you protect their enemies and that your will be done in their lives. I thank you and honor you this wonderful night. And I pray, Lord, that you bless us to have a good week and we come back again to be able to share in one another's company again next week. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Good people. This is your boy, Gave Me Dad. You know how I like to end my stream with a look. Got to end it with God and end it with some Don Cornelius. Peace, love, and soul, good people. And I will see you guys next week. Oh, D1 just dropped Phil Mod and Dirty Boy. Look at him. What the? You dropping these hits. Bill says, well, wait, I thought we was going to roll right into a versus crunk music verse. I wish, man. 25, that dude is really deep to be so young. Dave Does says, see you later. Have a good night. Geeky said with the great stream. All right, good people. Listen, that's gonna be it, man. I gotta kill this fly, man. He bothered me. I can't stand him. But he got to go. Gotta send him up to Jesus. Cause I got them hands. Don't try me. Try Jesus. Cause I will get these hands in the shoe. All right, good people. This is your boy, Gave Me Dad, and I'm out. Peace.